Palanchami. We have been talking about the strategy for competitive exam, how we can really approach, and then how an youth can really pass the exam. See, very important issues about the eligibility. So we may be thinking that why it's a small issues which we have been talking about it. The eligibility is very important fact. Whether a person is eligibility to write eligibility to write an exam in a manner which the department or the ministry or a private or anybody would really want it. So normally what happens, 10th standard level, 12th standard level, diploma, degree, post graduation, doctorate, all types of exams are there, but most of the exams are like degree standard. Now the degree also, there are people have a open university degree, and there are people they do their 10th, then they do a diploma, that is like 10th plus 3, then they go to a lateral entry second year in the degree, they also get a graduation. In engineering also, again they do 10th, then diploma, then they go to a lateral entry and they do 3 years, that is second year they will join, and then another 3 years they will just get into engineering. Okay, now when you really go into the eligibility criteria, what type of examination you are going to write and what are those eligibilities? This is 2 factors we have to keep it in mind. Very important fact is whether you are eligible, whether you will be able to really succeed on that. These 2 part is very important, but the success or failure thing we will be talking about it's very detailed in another episode, but this episode we want you to really see the eligibility criteria alone. So what will you get out of this this juncture? You have to read the notification. What is notification? In my experience, I have seen boys and girls, they don't even read the notification. Normally the civil service notification, it runs into around 60-70 pages. But the instruction part is about 18 to 19 pages, but they don't even read it. Every exam, it has a eligibility criteria and it's written very crystal clear points and what is needed, what are the fulfillment, what are the criteria the youth or the aspirant will be selected, right? So you may be appearing or you may be thinking that I should appear for such and such exam, whether you have completed that degree or graduation, right? The most of the places people fail to understand, especially in the Indian Forest Service. In Indian Forest Service, what are the subjects eligible for writing Forest Service? Like science background, but same time and mathematics background also being taken and considered. But pure arts form, for example, it's BA History or BCom, they are not eligible. The reverse, if you would like to really write economic service or statistics, there the statistics you need mathematics. The economic service, you should have done economics in your basic graduation. Even people who have done their masters again, it is in agriculture economics, they also appear for it. There are many number of officers in the IES from the MSc Agriculture, and not be the MA Economics. So when you read the eligibility criteria properly, then you just proceed on it. Other very important part, what is the equivalent certificate? See, there are 2 courses like BCom, that general BCom, that is Bachelor of Commerce, then BCom CA. Now many institutes, universities are competitive exam conducting agencies which they are looking for BCom graduate, they may not really accept the BCom CA. But there are court judgments, there are orders from the government or particular department, it clearly says it's an equivalent degree. When you are writing, when you would like to really write any examination, you read properly your the notification, the rules and regulations. It's like when you are going for a war, you should know what are the preparedness you need. Okay, the basic preparedness. It's not even going to war and then you are going to fight it. But here, basic preparedness, what is needed, you should know about it, right? Second is the exercise when you are going really into war. But basic preparedness is like what are the things you need it, right? When we really miss the basic educational qualification, it will be a waste. You will be preparing for months together or years together, and totally there will be a failure. So this should not happen. Second part, what is the basic criteria, whether it's a 10th standard, whether it's a 12th standard, whether it's a degree or post graduation or doctorate. Already we told, see that what is the eligibility for particular subject or particular, like when you are doing, you are going to do about some master degree, or when you want to write a, or when you want to write an examination for the job. So this is very, very important, what exam you are going to write and what is the eligibility criteria fixed by the department or the particular organization looking for the talent, right? Maybe very silly, but maybe 5 to 10% of people get rejected by the department, seeing that the reason, no, these are the reasons that you have been, your candidature have been rejected. Why to get a rejection? Then there will be a problem. You will have a mental agony, and then you missed a lot of things. You just studied hard, but finally that's a failure. So basically, the eligibility criteria itself, you would have read the contents very well. You will not commit such a mistake, and you will not, feel bad also later. So in this video, the takeaway is that what is the eligibility you need for particular job or particular higher studies are equivalent, right? Read it, understand it, and implement it so that you will not repent later, right? Thank you very much. We will be talking about some other video and some other subject later. Thank you.
For more videos, subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the bell icon.